So you guys, I'm back with another video, and tonight we're in the New Testament. I'm more of an Old Testament type of girl, but you know, it's okay. Tonight we're in the book of Titus, chapter 2, and I'm starting at verse 3. And so I'm going to read, okay? It says, "The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given too much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahuwah be not blasphemed. Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded." Okay. So this video is for the wives and the mothers, the homemakers, women who are obedient to their husbands, good homemakers, good housewives. Even if you are a career woman and you're just a good woman, you know how to please and treat a man. You know, like if he's a man of God and he's serving the Most High, if he's taking care of his responsibilities, we are supposed to be that man's peace. This is not for the loudmouth hood rats who they can't take constructive criticism. They don't want any righteous judgment, any righteous chastisement. Let them continue on with their 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 mistakes or whatever foolishness that they're dealing with in life, or constantly making the same mistakes, not learning a lesson. This is not for those disobedient women. What I'm going to speak on tonight is for women who have a desire to just be a good woman, a good wife, and a good mother. So, the book of Titus, chapter 2, verses 3 through 6 is what I just read. I believe that's a great book for women who just have it in them to be good women. You know, you have to understand the sacredness of a woman. The Most High, He wants women to value their wombs. Your womb is a portal. You're not a city girl. You're not a bad bitch. By opening your legs and your mouth or your anal cavity to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know, I believe that a woman should only be with one man. Now, I know life happens. I know things happen and we're not always prepared, but I think if we make mistakes, we should prepare like our nieces and our daughters and the younger women coming after us to show them the way to go as women. Me personally, the young women in my family, I'm training them to be good homemakers, good wives, and good mothers. That's what they hear from me, you know, because that's what I believe. A lot of the things that we go through, like having 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 different baby daddies, that can be avoided, sis. You gotta smarten up. You gotta wisen up. For the women that are married, learn, if you have a good husband and he's a man of God, or he's at least trying and striving his best, the brother is dealing with a lot already when he goes out there into the world. When he comes home, when his foot walks through that door, the brother wants peace. You're supposed to have his bath water ready. You know, you're supposed to have food already prepared. His dinner should be prepared. You should be on your knees doing whatever you have to do to please him. You should be rubbing his feet, rubbing his back. Let me tell you something. It's nothing wrong with serving your husband. I'm not talking about a boyfriend or a situationship. The Most High, Yahuwah, He ordained marriage, family. He establishes covenants. Now, if you feel you're with the wrong person, you have to take that up with yourself, because the Most High, as I stated in a previous video, every Adam has his rib. You have to make sure that you're with your rib. So yeah, like I was saying, the haughty spirit, where some women, they don't want any constructive criticism, they don't want any righteous judgment. They're loud mouth, they have filthy foul mouths. Every other word is a curse word. You're cursing your life and you do that. It's called curse words for a reason. Men do not want to hear that. You know, decent, honorable men. This is why I love the Bible. This is why I love the Quran. This is why I love the Nation of Islam, because it teaches the correct order that the Most High intended for men and women to have. When you look out into the world and all of the foolishness that's happening, like I stated in a previous video, the STDs, the rate of broken homes, all of these women with different baby daddies, all of these brothers with different baby mamas, the craziness in child support court, all of these things are the result of sin. It's the result of sin. Things are out of order. And for the smart aleck that will say, well, that can happen in a marriage too. Yeah, if you marry the wrong person. See, humans are weak. We're very weak, okay? And we're easily beguiled. We're easily tempted. But if you're strong enough to be obedient and remain a virgin, preferably remain a virgin, or if you're no longer a virgin, if you can remain celibate, practice abstinence, you can meet the person that the Most High has for you if you desire to be married. But a lot of the foolishness that takes place in our community is because of disobedience, and the Most High is tired of it. It's too many single women with children. These homes are broken. It's because you're just ruled by your vagina. You're ruled by your penis. It's just screw, 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 screw. You're screwing yourself into damnation. You're screwing yourself into misery. Lust is never satisfied. So you got to get that under control. But anyway, back to what I was saying about women being good wives and good mothers and keepers at home. Me personally, I think it's beautiful serving your husband. Like, I love to please. That turns me on. It makes me feel validated. It makes me feel like I'm serving my life's purpose. Now, if you're a woman and you're offended by that, then I don't know what to say. Maybe some women aren't meant to be wives and mothers, Listen, like, to all the sisters that want to change their ways, and they want to get married, they want to be great wives, they want to be great mothers. It's nothing wrong with being a homemaker. If you want a career, that's perfectly fine too. But if you're in a financial position where you can be a stay-at-home wife and a stay-at-home mom with your for your husband and children, then that's the best. And I believe that's what's missing in today's world. We just send our children off to school, and we're just so caught up in our careers that we forget the value and the essence of being a woman. A lot of our children, they will prefer if we stay home and raise them, But this is why it goes back to having the proper order. A lot of you will complain, well, I don't have anyone to keep my child, and it's because of fornication. Or if it was the result of a failed marriage, you didn't wait on God, you didn't marry the right person. See, God, he's all about order. Even he has to follow his own orders, the laws of the universe. He's ruled by that. It's very rare that he would defy his own orders. He's governed by law. He loves law. He loves righteousness. He loves judgment. He loves order. That's his nature. So, again, I think that's a good scripture for you guys to read. For those who are in preparation for marriage, or even if you're just in your waiting season and you just want to know what it takes to be a good wife and a good mother, I think starting in the book, the Word of Yahuwah, that's a great place to start. And to my men out there, take pride in being a provider and protector. Take pride in that. You should be proud that, man, I'm out here working, I'm taking care of my woman and my children. They depend on me. They need me. I think as a man, that should make you feel proud. It should motivate you. I know it's not easy, brother. I know it's a lot out here that you guys have to deal with. But as a man, especially if you have the Most High within you, that should make you proud. And you should know that better days are ahead.